Well, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Welcome to day 11 of Sempine's Appalachian Trail section hikes. I am here at Deep Gap. This is where I bailed the last time I was here, doing a section. I just got dropped off by the shuttle driver, Dale Bandit, and get it started. It is already 10 o'clock in the morning. They have had rain here for days. Not nonstop, but like midday and afternoon showers. Typical for this area. It's wet and probably slippery. Watch me slip as soon as I say that. Okay. I remember this one. It bounced a little, side to side. Last time I was here was late fall, early fall maybe. Yeah, early fall or mid fall. But whatever. It wasn't. It wasn't this green. It was all dead. Big difference when everything's green, everything's blooming. Here's my old friend, Standing Indian Shelter, Standing Indian Mountain Shelter. That's where I slept, right there in the corner. I'm almost at the top of Standing Indian Mountain. Little overgrown here, there's berry bushes. But check out the view. Oh, that's why we climb mountains. It's a little muggy with all the rain they had. You can still see how wet the trail is. But it's not too muddy. It's not muddy at all. Or at least not here. Made it to the top. I wonder if this is a 5,000 footer. I'll look it up in a minute. Standing Indian mountaintop. View is awesome. Definitely gonna do some lunch here. Put down my pack. This is definitely green tunnel vibes here. Overgrown over my head. Only this little path to walk through. Yeah, I get very itchy just thinking about poison ivy. If I'm hiking in shorts or on short sleeves. But I don't have to worry about the sun out here. I mean, You get to some spots where the sun is coming through. But look at this. All the trees have the leaves. That's where I just came from. Now I have to worry about getting a sunburn. So the hoodie doesn't help me. I might try tomorrow hiking on a t-shirt, especially since I'm gonna go up Alver Mountain, and it's a very steep climb, steeper than Standing Indian, the one that we just did. So I might try tomorrow, short sleeves. I am not alone out here. I just passed a dad with two of his young kids. That's the fourth person I see. And I'm catching up to these two people, a couple. See if I can get them on camera from back. Well, that would be 6 people. Probably the most I've ever seen. And okay, they ran away from me. There they are. So 6 people so far. I got to the water. There's a creek here. There's a little campsite as you're coming down from Standing Indian. Getting headed towards Cutter Shelter. A little creek that goes by here. It's about 0.2 away from the trail. 0.2 miles away from the trail. It's a little creek right there. I'm just laying down here, taking a break. Got my bandana and my water. Just fill up a liter. I'm just gonna jug this liter and fill up another liter. And I think that should be enough. I shouldn't need to. I'll look at the map in a minute, but I think Cutter Shelter is at 4 to 5 miles. So I should be there in 2 hours, maybe 2 to 2.5. Yep, bear management area. Nice little blowdown, but a good way to get around. So it's 2:30, and it got a little dark. So some rain clouds are on top of me. I walked away over to the water from that campsite that I just passed, which was 0.2 away. And this is what happens when you don't read the map properly. I mean, not that you don't read it properly, it's just that I didn't take the time to read it again. Look at this, I could have gotten water here. Could have made it work somehow. Right there, somebody used a leaf and made it work. I didn't have to go walk 0.2 away and 0.2 back, which is half a mile off the trail. So gotta take the time to properly read the map and go to the next point. And you know, when you come to a break, it's like you want to do so many things. You want to drink water, get a snack. And out here at this time of year, I mean, there's no views. Everything's so green and you can't see anything. So when you come to a nice place to take a break and see the view, enjoy the view from top of the mountain, you got so many things to do, you forget to do what the right thing should do. Read the map. That was my goal for today, to get to Cutter Shelter from Deep Gap. It was about 8.5 miles, but looks like I've been doing a little extra walking to the privy. I hear water down there. Down there somewhere. It's flowing too. Sounds like a waterfall. I know the trail does not go near a waterfall in this section. And I'm gonna get there. It's 2.5 miles from now. It's 2:30. I should get there in about an hour and a half. So I'll be there by 4 o'clock at the latest. And I'm still gonna have 4 hours of daylight. I am gonna be tempted to continue because I mean, my legs are starting to feel it a little, but not that much. I mean, I've only done 6 miles. And when you do section hikes like me, you take a long time off from coming back up here. I mean, the last time I was up here was months ago, November. It's been about 7 months. I have hiked in Florida, but flat. So it's like starting over again every time I come up here and do a section hike for a week or so. The roots, the rocks, the uneven steps, the green tunnel as it is right now, and elevation, of course, going up and down, switchbacks, some nice switchbacks, going up to Sending Indian and then coming down on it. I like that. It's not like some of the Georgia ones that are straight up to the mountain. Look at the rhododendrons still blooming. That's awesome. So yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to Carter. I think the couple that is ahead of me is gonna camp there, and the dad with the 2 kids is headed towards that side. I wanted to sleep at the shelter just because I thought it was gonna rain tonight, but I'm not afraid of the rain. I mean, I have a tent. The wind is what might concern me because it's wet. This green tunnel overgrowth here. So I'm thinking if there's no view in Carter, I've been kicking myself for not taking advantage of the views more. Camp at one of them and see a sunset, a sunrise. As you know, that's one of my goals when I come out here, is to see a sunset or a sunrise on trail. Wow, this is flowing. I can hear it. Why didn't I just come here to get water? Oh my God. See? I can hear it right here. This is so dumb of me. It was just less than a mile. Less than a mile from where I got water. Look at that. It's flowing like there's no tomorrow. More water than you can ever think of. Oh, there's a footprint right there. Wet footprint. So that couple must not be far. Right there again. Look at that nice flow. So dumb. Read your map, guys. Read your map. Study it. You don't need to go half a mile off trail to get water. I think I crested this climb. I was contemplating staying at the top. There was an intersection to another trail called Timber Ridge, something ridge, forgot already. And I was hoping there would be a nice ball, or at least a small space with the view pitch to 10, but nope. So I'm approaching Cutter Shelter. Should be within 0.1. And this last climb kind of squeezed the last energy I had left. My legs, my hips joiner started to bother me a little on that climb. So if I'm gonna move forward past Cutter, I better look at the map, the elevation profile, make sure it's not a climb. If it's a climb, I'm just gonna stay there. Hit it with the fresh energy tomorrow. But if it's flat or downhill, well, if I want a view, I guess I have to climb up, right? If I want to camp at a view. Yeah, hello. You're not gonna have a view down here. It's a nice mountain over there, but that's way too far. And from the looks of it, I think I am on the west side of this mountain up here on the right. So that tells me that the shelter is going to be buried down here where there's a small gap, because there's probably a place to get water. And that means no views for the sunrise in the morning whatsoever. Not even a sunset, because that's west. There's nothing. I mean, there'll be something through the trees come through, but not a view of the mountains. Well, I just left Cutter Shelter. I decided to push on. When I got to the top, the campsites around it, a couple that I've been trying to catch up to, they were there setting up already. They told me there were 2 guys in the shelter. I went over there to the shelter and said hi to them. Went to check out the preview. I didn't use it. I just went to look at it. And it's a small shelter. 3 people could probably fit in there somewhat comfortably. 4 would be a little too tight. It's only 2 of them, but I decided not to. There were some nice spaces to set up my tent, but I decided not to. I did talk to them. They're solo through hikers, actually. At least one of them said he flip-flopped. He started before the hurricane last year, going north, and somehow he got tied up, or they closed the trail. He had to get off the trail or something, and he just came back to finish. And the other guy was a little more quiet, but same thing. Through hiking, southbound kind of. So I decided to leave him, and I did talk to them. They were really nice, talking about Florida Trail and some of their hike that they've done so far, experience around the hurricane last year. But I looked at the map, and there was no view, by the way, right there at Cutter. I did like that I had signal, cell phone signal, so that was a plus. Preview plus. Water, they said it was a little bit of a hike to get to it, 0.1, 0.2, something. So that's not bad. At least it's water. But I looked at the map, and it's a small climb here, starting off from the Cutter Shelter, and then it's all downhill to get to place called Betty Creek. And apparently the water flows really good there. And there is a campsite. It's not a shelter. It's a campsite and it has a bear box. So a bear box will be nice. No preview. That's all right. But it has running water flowing big time. So I'm going to go to that. The only downside is that it's 3.6 miles from Cutter Shelter. It's already 5 o'clock. 6 miles. No, I'm sorry, not 6. 3.6. I mean, even if it takes me 3 hours, I'll be there by 8 o'clock, between 7 and 8. And I did take a rest, took a snack, ate a payday peanut bar. That gave me a little bit of energy, took off my pack. So rested my legs for a little. And I'm gonna push on. The trail goes that way, but I just saw this little side trail. Let's go check it out. Oh, nice. I wish there was a spot for a tent here. Nice. Yeah, I so wish there was a spot for a tent. Look at that view. Beautiful. It's a little spot, but not even a spot. Lots of rocks. Well, guys, I got here to Betty Creek Scrap around 6:30, 6:40. It's 7 already, 7 p.m. It's still daylight out there. But I am like, actually, it's not Betty Creek Gap. It's just Betty Creek. I haven't found the creek, but I did find the bear box. So I'm going to go eat lunch somewhere in that area. Dinner, I mean. And then come back and finish setting this up. But I got it set up here. I'm going to leave the vestibules open, both of them. I got my legs tied there with a shock cord going up to this limb of the tree up here. And I also did my headrest a little. There you can see it standing out and over with the stick down to the ground. So yeah, I think I ended up with about 12 miles. I'll look at the mileage later. I have not looked at, I just got here and I went to get some water. I got about 2.5 liters ready to go. So I'm gonna finish setting up and then go eat dinner, put this away at the bear box, and get to sleep. I have no phone signal here, so I'm just gonna use my satellite tonight. And I have no view whatsoever. I'm hoping I can see some of the sunset on that side. So I'll go over there later and when I'm gonna eat dinner and check it out. But the sunrise, forget it. This is east. So I'm not gonna see anything. I'm actually gonna be blocked. So yeah, I'll see if I can get up early and maybe there's a view coming up that I can eat breakfast quickly here and then, or maybe eat it over there. And I'll check out the map. I have not studied because I have not planned to come here. I just came here because of the shelter, Cutter Shelter being full. That was my original plan, 8 miles, 8.5 miles. So I pushed another 3.5 to here. So that should have given me about 12 miles. And then the extra stuff that I do walking back and forth. So, okay, so I'm going to set up, guys, and go eat some dinner before it gets dark. It's going to get dark quick here.